Hello everyone. Today I come on and I'm a little bit late for doing Theme Thursday, and I was only going to do it with the twins, so I'm going to do it with them right now. And I wanted to know how everybody is doing today. I hope everybody is fine and had a great weekend. Oh, the stock came off of you. Yes, it did. Don't like being on you, huh? Yeah. I got to change them. I figured that this will be, even though it's a little late, but I'm usually not late for Theme Thursday. But this year I am a little late. So, you guys got to bear with me. Alright. I'm going to take this off and put a new one on them. The one I like on them. Yeah, your head's just way too heavy. Yes, it is. Just way too heavy. So let's put our little onesies on you. Alright, what did I do with the other one? I had the other one for my babies. Alright, where'd I put it? Okay, just wanted to do that. Put them in this. Yeah, your heads are way too heavy. I'm gonna have to this week, I'm gonna have to get that. Your head's not so heavy. Okay, whoops, didn't want to pull that up. There you are. There's Zoe. Yeah, I wanted to put these girls, or boy and girl, in this. So, I was going to do it the last time, but I couldn't find them, and then I went through some of their clothes and I found them, so we're going to put them on the babies. You pull that up, you're, what you call it? Your diaper was falling down. We don't want that to fall down. Then you'll have a mess. And I wanted to say a few things to you guys. That I'm expecting again. And that's all I will say. I won't say any more. Now, let's see, I just got to make sure I put these guys in the right outfit here. I don't want to mix them up here. Let's see. Hers. Oh, man. I got these all mixed up here, and I didn't want to get them all mixed up. That. Okay, I'm on that. Sorry guys, it's taken me a while. I thought I had all the right ones in the right places, but I don't. So I'm going to put my little girl in. It's a St. Patrick's Day dress, and it's got little clovers all over it. And then it's got the little diaper cover already sewn into the dress. So this is what I'm going to be putting her in. Now for the boy, he's going to be really cute. Yeah, I should hopefully be expecting my little one sometime in April. But I can't tell you what it is. until you see that. Okay, now where's your thing for your hand? You don't want that up there. We don't want that there. Well, how did I get your hand in there? There it is. Mama's struggling. And sorry, I'm kind of winded because I had to get out all these clothes instead of me doing it every week. I got out quite a bit of clothes for them for the duration for a month and a half. So I know what my babies are going to be wearing, and that exhausted me. So I'm kind of like out of breath there, and I don't mean to be, but that's the fun part of it. And I don't have green socks, so she's going to look funny in green socks with blue and white socks. Or she don't got no green socks, so she's going to look funny with blue and white socks. Okay. I still got one more thing. Whoop, let me get this right. And then it goes with this little cardigan, a green cardigan with a clover sticking out. And we're going to put that on her. Yeah, I had a fairly good weekend. I just didn't want to do any videos over the weekend because I just wanted to have a weekend where I can just relax and then I don't have to do it, when I'm resting, and I needed that rest. On Friday of last week, I took my friend in to have a colonoscopy, and then they had another one that they go down her throat. So I took her in. I was there early in the morning. I got up, I got up at 6. She had to be there at 8:20. And then we get in there and we're waiting. And I told her it's going to be a while because I said when I had mine, I said it took quite a while for them to call her back. So there's my little girl. I got to comb her hair. I just wanted to get her out of the way so I can do the little boy. And so we sat in there. Her appointment was like at 8:20, and by the time we got into her room and have all these tests that you normally do before they do the surgery, we had to wait for those. And the funny thing is like every time we we were talking in her room, and it seems like every time when you're in there, they always ask, and I don't understand why they ask this, but I in a way I do, but they ask her if she was pregnant, and it was kind of funny because she says, well, I haven't been with the guy in so many years, so I'm not pregnant, but they still had to do a pregnancy test, which I think was kind of funny because I said to Heidi, already it was your cat, because my friend Heidi, she has a cat, so we were kind of joshing and joking around with that. So then after all these tests came back and they were all fine, and they had to check her glucose because she's diabetic and all that good stuff, and then they finally took her away. And when she came back, it was like an hour and a half later after she came back, and it was just so funny because she was awake, and she says, well, because she knew what time she had to go in for her appointment, so they might have just knocked her out right away when they got in there, I think. And they did the, this is too tight on you. We're going to have to fix that too, this one too. She gets in the room where I'm sitting there waiting, and after everybody left to let her have a break, and the lady asked if we wanted anything to drink, and we both said water. So she went and got some water, and then she the nurse came back, and Heidi, she was still kind of out of it. had said, what time is it? Well, I told her what time it was, and hold on, I'll finish this just a sec. This is the outfit, shirt or onesie that I'm going to be putting on him. It's green and white, striped, and then his pants are going to be like the little buckle. They're green, and then in the middle of it, it's got a black belt with a gold, what do you call it, thingamajiggy for to hold the pants up. And then it comes with this little hat. So I'm going to be putting that on him for St. Patrick's Day. And as I was saying, I told her what the time was, and a nurse came in and was asking how Heidi was, so they did another blood thing on her. Not blood thing, tested her blood actually. And then it was fine. And after she left, then she asked me again, she goes, what time is it? And I kind of had to chuckle because she was repeating herself. And I said, the time, and then she says, wow, that was fast. And I'm like, yep, it was pretty fast. And then we were talking a little bit more, and maybe 5 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever came by, and she asked me again about what time it was. And I told her the time, and then I heard Heidi say, wow, that was fast. And I had a chuckle. I'm like, Heidi. And she kind of like off into la la land, and we were talking again, and all of a sudden I would think about maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes into this, she asked again, she says, what time is it? And I laughed and I said, Heidi, it's the time is 5 minutes, no, I didn't say that. The time is, what you call it? And she was like asking me every 5 minutes, and I told her, I says, Heidi, you keep asking me every 5 minutes for the time. She says, oh, I'm sorry, but she says, wasn't that fast? And I'm just laughing away, and she couldn't figure out why I was laughing. And then I just kind of told her again, I says, Heidi, you just asked me 5 minutes ago. And she said, she says, I don't remember a thing. And I said, well, no, you're not going to remember a thing. Because you're in there and, they give you this little, medicine, or in her IV or whatever. And so, now we got this tangled up here. Now, how did we do that, little boy? We got this all tangled up. I got to put this one on the other side. Now, wait a minute. It's got to go on this side. There. And then we put this one. This one has to go around. Well, wait a minute. How in the heck did I do this? How did I do this, little Xander? Mommy just doesn't know what she's doing, does she? I'm like, this is, hold on, I got to take him out of frame here a second. I got to unbutton this. I don't know, it's just weird because when we went there, I was wearing my mask and all that. And that part I didn't understand either. I was wearing a mask when I went in there, and they had to take my temperature, of course. They take my temperature, and of course, well, that was fine. And then I got it on backwards. This is on backwards. The time, and I don't even remember what I was talking about. This has got to go up over your shoulder. And then I put it on this side. So that they says, well, here, you got to use this other mask. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with the one that I have on? And they go, well, you can put that one over this one. And I'm like, no, then I wouldn't be able to breathe. So then I had to take one that I had off, so they can give me a different one. And I'm like, what the hell? I've never had that happen to me before. I'm like, a lot of people walk in with their masks on and they never stop them. And, well, my friend Heidi, the one that had the surgery on Friday, she had the same one that I she had a blue one, but I had a pink one on, and they didn't like that too well. They wanted it to be, I really got this all tangled up here, little guy. Mama doesn't know what she's doing. And I got, and I'm like, well, this is just bizarre. I've never, ever had anybody tell me to take off my mask, or to put another mask on over the mask that I have. And I'm like, well, this is just weird. What was wrong with the one that I had on? Well, anyway, I was kind of telling that to Heidi. I said, that makes no sense. There we go. That, why they did that, I mean, I don't understand. Maybe it's their rules or whatever. Well, they didn't have no magazines. Well, lucky I had brought my iPad in to do some things while she was in for her testing. Let me quick give him a hair comb. And I, did what she, when she got done with the thing, majiggy, it was just funny because the lady, well, the first nurse that was in there, she was a not very nice person. She was yelling at her for taking her insulin, and she was yelling at her for taking that, and and Heidi had told her, well, my doctor told me I had to take so much before I go in. And she goes, well, I don't understand why your nurse or your doctor told you to go do something like that, because you're not supposed to have that when you're having this surgery. And I'm like, well, gee, she's a diabetic. What's the difference? I mean, she's a diabetic. She needs to have that stuff. I mean, and the lady she was just yelling at her for it, kind of like making her mad. It's like, you're not supposed to be taking this and blah, 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 and all that. Well, she don't want to go into a diabetic coma either, so she had to have it. So, here's my little monster. The hat's kind of big, but it looks cute on him. There's my little Xander in his St. Patrick's Day outfit. So this is why I wanted to do for my babies, the new ones, just to show you what outfit I got for both of them. And I think it's really cute. They're both cute with the outfit on. So I just wanted to get them on here so you guys could see them. I better comb Zoe's hair. Here, I'll put you over here, little guy. There you go. So, yeah, that nurse was really bad. I mean, I've never had have I ever heard a nurse say something like that? It's like, well, she's got to take insulin. So, I mean, she can't go without it. And their doctor even said it was okay, so, but I didn't understand why she was getting down on her all about that. Because, I mean, geez, she's a diabetic. What do you want her to do? So that was kind of interesting. By the time we got back, it was going on 11:30 in the morning, and she treated us to lunch that day, and we had fun. She came over and talked for a little bit, and then I took her back home and all that, and we got all that done, and then after